Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Brian. I'm so happy that you were able to join us for our deep relaxation yoga class tonight. So if you're not already, take some time to come into a comfortable seated position, either sitting on the floor or in a chair. You might choose to use a blanket or cushion to help elevate the hips, so you can sit here a little more comfortably. Just make sure you're not slouching and rounding back on your lower back or tailbone, but instead you're sitting up tall and erect on the sitting bones. Try and find that balance between ease and effort here. Continuing to lengthen up from the waistline, feel the chest lifting. At the same time, just gently lift and then drop the shoulders back and down. Depending on your current energy levels and how you feel, you might like to leave the palms down for a feeling of increased security and grounding and rest. Or if you're feeling open and receptive, and energized, you might lift the palms to face up. You might even have one palm down and one palm up. And just see if you can observe the subtle difference in the way your palms are placed. As your physical body continues to adjust and relax here in our comfortable seated position, you might choose to close the eyes or just gently turn your eye gaze down. Allow your awareness to turn inward. Begin to observe your mind. And without getting lost on a train of thought, or without trying to repress any thoughts, just simply see if you can observe your current state of mind without analysis or judgment, simply becoming aware of the thoughts you're having. To come back into this present moment, recenter yourself, simply breathing deeply through the nose. Just exhale, let the air flow out of the nose or mouth. Continuing to sit here and rest in stillness, in relative comfort here in the seated position. Just observe your body, your mind, your breath, and listen to the signs and signals that your body, your breath, your mind are sending you. And slowly let your right hand just reach out to the floor beside you in alignment with your right glute. Reach your left hand up and overhead and take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, reach that left hand over and across, walking that right hand out to the side of your mat. Really lengthening this left side body as you reach that left hand up, over and across. You're feeling very flexible or maybe already warm, you could just gently lower that right elbow towards the floor. Eye gaze can turn up or ground down. Deepen that side body hinge for one more breath. And exhale, ground your left hand down. Inhale back to center. Exhale, reach that right hand up and over and across. Each side might be a little different. Slowly bring that right hand back down, back to center. Hands back to knees or in the lap. Just slowly start to circle the body, gently rotating around the torso, rotating around a single central point. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and reverse and change the direction. Breathing in deeply through the nose. Exhaling up the nose or mouth. If you observe any kind of tightness or tension, see if you can just slow down, pause, identify that source of tension or tightness, and then just very gracefully, very gradually, with intention, bring some movement back into that space, so long as there's no sharp pain or pinching. If you experience any sharp pain or pinching, take a little break. Give that area a little massage. So go ahead and complete your circles and come back to center. We're going to inhale, bring both hands up and overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, press the hands away out to the side. Just start to circle the palms and draw the shoulder blades back and down again. Simultaneously shrugging the shoulders and pressing the palms away. Feel yourself energetically reclaiming and clearing your personal space. Firm pressure through the palms, straighten the arms and press the palms away. Fingers spread wide. Reclaim your space. Clear your personal space. Let go of anything that's not yours, anything that doesn't serve you anymore. Shrug it off and press it out through the palms. Release it. Good. Go bring the hands back in front. Just start to shake the hands and wrists. Give the hands a really thorough shake. Keep shaking the hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, clap the hands, rub them together. In between each set of fingers. Now rub the palms together a little more vigorously and get them nice and hot. Feel the palms warming up now. A little more. Once those palms feel sufficiently hot, you're going to bring your palms just up underneath the ears, right under the back, where the head and neck meet. Breathe in deep here. Exhale. Just gently Press the sides of the hands into the base of the neck. Sliding the hands down to the base of the throat, and then just flick the hands forward. Right. Rub the hands off. And now just with 1 or 2 fingers, feel behind where the jaw and ears meet. Starting with a light pressure, just gently start to press and pull down. So gentle press in, just behind the ears, ear and jaw. Might feel good to open and close the jaw. Gently shift the jaw side to side, releasing any stored tension there. Go of any harmful speech. Say what is truthful and what is kind. Saying, right, flick the hands, shake the hands out. Right, hands back to knees or lap. Last part of our seated warm-up, doing great. Just a couple more rounds of breath here in the seat. We're just going to go through those head and neck stretches one more time. Neck stretches. We're just going to start by looking over our right shoulder. I'm going to turn my right palm up, left palm up, and then I'm going to squeeze this left hand and pull the left hand back in. Drop that left shoulder back and down. Very gradually tuck until the chin. One more deep breath in, squeeze that left hand tight and taut. Big breath in, squeeze and hold the breath in, squeeze all the muscles of the left arm. Exhale, relax the hand, open the hand. Slowly bring the hand back to center. Look over left shoulder. Big breath in, both palms face up. Now squeeze that right hand, squeeze it tense and tight, draw it back. Slowly tuck into the chin. Inhale, squeeze your right hand really strong, flex the muscles, tuck the chin in towards the chest. Big breath in, inhale and hold the breath. Continue to squeeze the right hand down. Exhale, drop it. Relax the shoulder. Again, big breath in, squeeze and hold, flex. So, and release. And then slowly return to center. One more time, we'll go to right shoulder. Look back over left shoulder. And come back to center. Now start to walk your hands forward. Slide the hands forward as far as you comfortably can. And then tuck the chin in towards the chest. Inhale back up. Go ahead and just bring your feet to the floor in front of you. Give the legs a great big hug. Sit up as tall as you comfortably can. Exhale here. If you want to, you can even rest the head against the knees. We'll just be here about 15 more seconds. When you're ready, we're going to come up to standing. All right, when you get up to standing, just kind of start to pick up the feet, walk in place. And just gently drop the hips side to side. Then hands on hips, go ahead and shift the feet just a little wider than shoulder distance. And then just start to slowly circle the hips again. And then when you're ready, go ahead and pause and switch the direction. Breathing in all that vital life force energy, feeling it circulate with the hips and lower back. Heating up any tension patterns in your mind into the service of your well-being. Breathe with intention. All right, slowly bring the hips back to center. Just bring the feet in just about an inch on each side. And then we're going to move back and forth in a nice heart opening pose. You can even bring your palms to your lower back and just gently press the hips forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together, tilt the chin up, big breath in, little bend in the knees. And then we're going to exhale, press your butt out behind you, heels pressed down. And then just slowly start to fold forward, just about to that halfway position. And then inhale, hands can come back to support lower back or stay by the side. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upright, low back bend, heart opens, squeeze the glutes and press forward. Exhale, in from the hips, little bend in the knees, fold forward. Do that twice more. Last time. Stay in this forward fold position. Let's just come up halfway and just gently walk your feet into their underneath of your hips. Feet are hip width distance now. Inhale up halfway, shoulder blades pull together, and a nice flat back. Heels drive down. Feel that stretch through the hamstrings. And then exhale forward. Again, inhale up halfway. Keep a little bend in your knees if you need to. Back is flat. Exhale forward. Again, inhale, stretch the crown of the hip forward. Chest lifts. Exhale, release. One more time. Let's do it once more. Up halfway, hold. Exhale. Slowly come all the way back to standing. Hands reach up and overhead. Exhale, hands touch chest. Good. Go ahead. Shake it out. Make any adjustments that you need to. We're going to come back into that wide position here. I want you just to pause a moment, feel your feet sink into your mat, into the floor, in extension, the earth. Just feel your feet firmly grounding down. Weight evenly distributed through both feet, each toe. Continue to shift the weight back and forth until you feel very comfortable and secure in this stance. When you're ready, inhale, let the hands reach up and overhead. Exhale, reach over to one side. Bring a little bend in that left knee as you reach over to the side. And then slowly scoop the hands down in front. And then back up through over to the other side. Making this great big wheel of movement. Inhaling. Spherical shape. This fluid water-like movement. You can go very slowly, maybe about half or quarter of the speed you might normally go. And then sync this movement with breath, inhaling through this top half, exhaling through the bottom. Last time in this direction, inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale up, pause back to center. And then go ahead and exhale, reverse direction. Slow it down one more time. Full exhalation, full inhalation. Repeat. Inhale, hands up and overhead, stand up tall and strong, offering the hands up. Exhale, palms touch, hands come back down through center. Good. Hands come up to shoulders. Turn the heels in, toes turn out. Bring a little bend in the knees, just again, sinking the weight down. And inhale, pick the elbows up. Exhale, pull the shoulder blades back together into a high squat. And then inhale, legs straighten, elbows reach up, hips press forward. Exhale, like a yoke, the shoulders sink back and down. Gentle squat. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Three more. Good. Release the hands, come back to standing. And just gently cool down with some spinal twists. You can just let the arms swing loosely side to side. Let the hands gently tap the lower back or glutes. Allow your breath to be counted by the tapping of your hands. And see if you can inhale for a count of 3 or 4 taps. Let your exhalation be equal to or greater than the in-breath. Three more rounds of breath. This final exhalation, let your arms gently come back to center. Good. Just let the arms relax. A little space between the arms and the body. Thumbs face forward. Just gently toggle the feet in one more time. Shift the weight forward and back on the feet. Just stand here tall and strong, but relaxed. Feeling clearer, focused, simultaneously more at ease. Exhale. Imagine you're holding a beach ball in between the arms, or like you were giving a tree a great big bear hug. Keep a soft bend in the knees, let the lower body, the legs, the torso all relax. The hands just rest right in front of the chest or solar plexus. And as you inhale, turn the palms up, reach up and overhead. Inhale here, receptive through the palms and fingertips. Exhale, imagine you are like a great stream of water, pulling the hands down to wash over the body. Pressing the hands back down towards the earth, washing over the legs, the knees, the tops of the feet. And then inhale, feel this stream, this life force refreshing, drawn back up through the body, offered back up and overhead with this recycling process continues. Exhaling, hands scooping down, cleansing stream, refreshing the body and its energy centers. Allowing that wave of rejuvenation to wash over you all the way back down into the earth. Then inhale, draw the hands back up through the body, either combing with the fingertips or just energetically moving the hands back up and overhead and then back down. Exhaling down, inhaling up. We're going to slowly come back down onto our mats. We're going to go ahead and come onto our backs here. I'm just going to stretch the arms out to the side, just gently start to drop the knees side to side here. Continuing to warm up the lower back. You can even stretch the head and neck by bringing the head and neck to the opposite side of the knees. One more time each side. And back to center. The arms just rest by the side. Allow your feet to step a little wider. Let the knees step in towards each other, creating like an A-frame structure with the legs. Now bring your awareness to the very tip of your tailbone and just gently begin to tilt that tailbone away. Feel that tailbone begin to lift off the floor, and then gently relax the tailbone back into the floor. Continuing to press tailbone to the floor until you feel your lower back start to lift. And then go ahead and reverse the movement. Tucking under and then tilting away. Just a very isolated movement just in the sacral spine, nourishing the root chakra, massaging the lower back. I'm going to work through 5 or 6 more of those isolated movements. Gentle tuck and tilt of the pelvis through extension tail. When you're ready, just let your hips relax. Just gently start to walk the feet back in so that your feet, knees, and hips all line back up. We're going to move through our moving bridge practice. So we're going to coordinate an inhalation with our hands up and overhead, inhaling up here. And then an exhalation, we're going to lower the hands and simultaneously lift the hips all the way up off the floor. Inhale, hips lower, hands reach up. Exhale, gently press the hips, shoulder blades point together. There should be very little pressure in the back of the head and neck. You shouldn't be able to lift the head and neck up there. Thumbs face the ceiling as you exhale. Thumbs reach to touch the floor behind you. More time. Slowly lower the hips back. Hug both knees in towards the chest. And take a rock side to side. Now with both knees hugged in towards the chest, I want you to look up towards the ceiling and just very gently reach that right foot up and imagine like you're going to walk on the ceiling, heel to toe, and then bend the knee. And then take that next step, left leg extends, heel to toe. Just find this gentle, almost like swim-like movement. You can use the arms to support the legs, or you can just let the arms be out by the side. Just very slowly, walking in slow motion. And warming up the hamstrings, warming up the knee joints. And when you're ready, go ahead and hug both legs back in towards the chest. If you can, even wrap your arms all the way around. See if you can't grab a hold of your hands. And then just straighten the right leg only. Keep both of your glutes, your sitting bones, pressed towards the floor. So if you feel like your whole lower back starting to lift, really try and just settle those glutes back in with your sitting bones pointing down towards the floor. Right? Otherwise, we're hugging the legs in, squeeze those legs tight, and then reach that right foot up, press through the heel, drive that right glute down, and then just very slowly rotate through the ankle a couple of times each direction. Switch. Switch. Last time. At next exhalation, lower the legs, gently rock side to side. Now we're going to stay here, but we're going to try and weave the hands on the inside edges of the legs so we can come into our happy baby hip opener. Your happy baby might just like to be right here. You can even just start to touch the toes together and rock side to side. You could rest here in stillness. You might like to try straightening one leg or both legs. Or you might like this classical bent leg variation. And again, try and keep your tailbone pointed towards the floor. Keep your lower back on the floor. Awesome. Stay with your breath. Breathe deep here. Face and jaw. When you're ready, slowly bring the feet back down, arms out to the side. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Just observe how your body might feel a little different when we were here a few moments ago. We're going to close our physical practice with a twist. You can imagine a twist like we're wringing out a rag, just releasing anything that's been retained that you can now let go of. Twists are great for our digestive system and for peristalsis. They're also really great for the flexibility of our spinal mobility. So we're going to start by keeping the knees together, knees right over top of the hip flexors, right? Arms out to the side. And I'm actually going to pick up my hips and move them over to one side. So I'm going to pick my hips up and move them over to the right. All right? And that just has created a little more space, especially in my lower back, so I can start to drop my knees down to the left. Trying to keep the right knee stacked over top of the left is going to deepen that stretch in the glute, but also is going to help increase that stretch for the lower back. Also, if you want more of a lower back stretch, try bringing the knees in towards the chest. More importantly than any of that, try and keep both shoulder blades on the floor. If you can't quite rest your knees comfortably on the floor, you grab a blanket or a block to bring in between or underneath the legs. You need underneath and in between. I guess we could call that Exhale. Inhale, head and neck shift. Slowly bring the knees back up. Slowly bring the feet back down. Just gently pick the hips up and recenter yourself. Do the same thing on the other side. Bring into that lying down tabletop position, knees stacked right over top of the flexors. Arms out the T, shoulder blades on the floor. It's going to pick up and scoot to the left this time. Slowly lower the knees down, all the way to the right. You can try and stack the knees for a deeper stretch. If you want, you can bring something in between or underneath the legs. And now slowly start to return. Knees in towards chest. Untwist. Feet lower down. Gently bring the hips back. Good. One last time, just go to give those knees a hug. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Gently rock. And go ahead and make yourself comfortable for your Shavasana. Arms and legs extend. You bring a little bend in the knees, maybe the cushion under the knees to help support the lower back. As we transition into our guided deep relaxation practice. Any adjustments you need to, feel like you could use another stretch or two. Take your time, work through that. In just a few moments, we'll start to work through a progressive tense and release practice. And the tense and release is a great practice to viscerally experience instantaneous relaxation. On one hand, you feel the contrast of intentional tightening. And then you feel, on the other hand, that deep visceral release. A few breaths and center yourself. Allow your body to rest in comfortable state. move through the quick version of tense and release so we can get deeper aspects of our deep relaxation. When you're ready, bring your awareness into both hands, both arms, and inhale, squeeze both hands, both arms. Squeeze both hands, both arms, very tight and tense as you continue to breathe in. When you reach the peak of your inhalation, hold the breath in. Continue to squeeze the hands tense and tight. You to hold, hold, hold a little more still. Maybe inhaling a bit more if possible. Squeeze one last time, and then exhale, release. Exhale, relax. Gently rock the hands and arms side to side, and just let them be. Forget about arms and hands. Same thing with the feet and legs. Ready, inhale and flex the feet. Tense and tighten the leg muscles. Raise the legs, engage the core, squeeze the legs tense and tight. Inhale and hold the breath in as your legs lift a few inches off the floor. And exhale, relax the legs down, gently rock them side to side. Exhaling, relaxing. Inhaling, letting the legs turn to stillness. Legs are relaxed. Moving up into the hips and glutes. With your inhalation, squeeze the butt muscles very tense and tight. Squeeze and flex the glutes as you inhale and hold the breath in. And exhale, soften the glutes into the floor. Gently shimmy the hips. Let the glutes and hips relax. Move through both parts of the diaphragm, through the torso. Inhale, take a deep breath in. Feel up the lower belly. Feel the lower belly expanding as you breathe in. Feel the chest then begin to lift after the lower belly is full. Lower belly full, chest lifted, breathing in. Hold the breath in. And exhale, release. Torso and diaphragm relax. Feel free to cough and clear the throat. Or find a gentle swallow in the throat. You can tuck and tilt the chin, the neck and throat relax. Gently turn the head and neck side to side, side to side, side to side. Let the head and neck return to center. Relax. Face, jaw, relax. As your body continues to relax and rest in stillness, turn your awareness now to your breath pattern. Just observe the breath, its sound, its feeling in the body, its quality, your attention to it. Moving further in, becoming aware of your mind, entering into that state of pure awareness, becoming aware of awareness itself. Let yourself go deeper still, returning to that well peace, that well of joy, love yourself, your heart, merging back to the source of all love and light, uniting with that which is within yourself. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Allow yourself to gently come back to your body, your breath, your awareness. With your next exhalation, just make a gentle humming sound, reawakening body, mind, spirit. Start to move, stretch in a way that feels good for you. Unhurry to return. Take your time. When you're ready, when you're called to, come on back to your comfortable seated position. We'll close class by chanting together one last time. Exhaling completely. Inhaling for Ariom, Om Tat Sat. We close our practice and we greet each other. Namaste. Namaste.